I got so much to talk about today, so I'll just skip around. We'll start with the running game, which hasn't been great this year. Jaylen Warren, at least you look at yards per carry, he had some good moments, a great play against Seattle. But he's only averaging about 3 yards a carry. Then Kenneth Gainwell comes in and goes for 99 yards, I think on 19 carries. Does that merit more time for him? Is it even crazy to think that, hey, we weren't running the ball. He did against a pretty good defense. Maybe he should be the guy who gets the most carries, even if Warren's ready to go.
I wouldn't consider that. I think Jaylen Warren is, to be quite honest with you, maybe the team's best offensive player. I truly believe that. And that's my hot take about this. He's so good in space. He creates so much room. I mean, against the Patriots, he had 47 yards and he forced 10 missed tackles. I mean, there was no room for him to run. What the Steelers did this past week against the Vikings, I think they found the formula. And what the formula is it's playing Darnell Washington. That's the formula, and that's what I think is the bigger topic is how do they utilize this tight end room? Because you can't take 80 off the football field. He does so much different things for this team in the run game, and he's not a total non-zero in the passing game. And so that's, to me, the bigger discussion. Now, should Kenny Gainwell get 30 to 40% of the snaps? Totally okay with that. I think he's a good, nice player. I think we saw that. Kenny Gainwell is a good player. But Jaylen Warren, to me, is so dynamic. Still should be the lead dog in this backfield. But the real takeaway in me from the run game, play number 80 a lot more. He played 90% of the snaps last week.
Okay, but that leads us to another question. What about number 88? And if the Steelers aren't going to use Pat Freiermuth, and they've used him precious little this season, would it make sense to look at dealing him and trying to maybe parlay him into a number 2 wide receiver or parlay him into something else?
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's not getting utilized for what I think is 3 reasons. One, I think that they naturally like Jonnu in the quick game yak kind of role, and so Jonnu's getting the manufactured touches. 2, Darnell's just the better blocker, and so he's getting more. And 3, I don't think he has great chemistry with Aaron Rodgers. Because Muth is a chain mover, intermediate type of player, and if you don't have good chemistry with your quarterback, that's naturally not going to pop. And so we've seen him and Rodgers have kind of moments where they don't feel like they're on the same page all year. And so that's kind of where that comes from. I think he probably ends up coming along a little bit as the season goes along. He's too good to me. He's not an elite tight end, but he is a good tight end that does a lot of good things well. And here's the thing: they're getting $24 million out of it. I don't want to just talk about Pat here. I want to talk about Jonnu too, because Jonnu Smith is being used as a glorified running back right now. His average depth of target, Joe, is under a yard. He's being utilized as a screen, pop pass, real quick game merchant. That's all he's being utilized as. Combined, those two are making $24 million and have less than 200 yards combined. That is not good investment. And so, does it make sense to move one of them? Certainly, I think it does. Is it going to be at the trade deadline? I don't think so, because I don't see a wide receiver 2 worthy player out there right now that I think is going to be moved. Now, maybe we get closer and you see a Chris Olave, a Jacoby Myers. Maybe that then makes some sense. But right now, there's no player worth that. But this offseason, if this doesn't change, there's going to be a lot of tough discussions. And I think moving forward, as I said previously, Joe, I think 80's the future of this room. And so I think Darnell should be the one extended, but someone's going to have to be shed, then whether it's Jonnu or Pat.